Hey everybody, I'm John Granado. You can hear me mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. That's Josh Jordan. He is the editor of Sports Map Houston, and you can hear him on Sunday mornings, Moneyline. He's a co-host of that radio show. Hey, Josh, Buster Olney was on with the Wheelhouse Boys yesterday, and he talked about, he knew in April that Corey Seager was going to get more money than Carlos Correa. And Carlos Correa, his back is a real issue.
All along, there are questions about his lower back that he's gotten treatment on. And I don't know if that's impacting, from what I understand, at some point during the process, what teams are being told is that they could only access that information if they made a significant offer. And I think there was a feeling among the teams that, hey, is this a chicken or the egg? We're not going to make a significant offer until we know exactly what's going on with his lower back.
If this is true, then does this mean that Carlos might take a more modest deal? Maybe even here in Houston? Maybe?
Fingers crossed, John. Yeah, I'm really hoping so, man. You do have to wonder, though, if these reports are true about, Correa's back. I know we haven't heard anything about his back in a couple years, but if everything's fine, why wouldn't he just, release that information to teams? You would think that's kind of standard procedure for free agency. Why wouldn't you just make those medical records available for everybody? So it makes you kind of wonder, remember before the season, when Click offered him that deal, it was like 120 for 6 years. And then when Carlos kind of balked at it, they went 125 for 5 years. They didn't give him more years. They gave him more average salary per year. So, I know this is an Astros thing. They prefer the shorter term deals, but I think there may be something to this.
Yeah, well, and the last one was 5/160. So they're up to 32 now a year with Carlos Correa. So it doesn't seem like they're scared. They're just scared of the years. And that's been the case, I think.
Don't you remember rumors from a couple years ago that Carlos was having to lay down on the team plane when he was having back issues? I know they were just rumors and it was a few years ago, but I swear I remember hearing that stuff.
No, that absolutely happened. Now, his back hasn't been an issue for a couple of years now. I mean, and he's played games, but he does have the history. Corey Seager's an injury guy. Trevor Story's got arm problems. But Corey Seager got paid. He got $32.5 a year for over 10 years. I can certainly see where Carlos is still going to get paid, but I don't think he's going to get the years that he wants. I just don't think that's going to happen.
And with Seager, a lot of people in MLB thought he would get the most. A left-handed hitting infielder, you don't see that very often. There was also some concerns about Carlos's ability to deal with really high velocity, like 97, 98. Seager is a little better in those metrics. So when they look at a player and they project how they're going to age, the guys that handle high velocity better, they think will age a little better. And I think the Lindor thing is something to bring up too, man. He got all that money and he hit 230 last year. If I'm an MLB team and he missed some time with injuries, that concerns me. That would scare me off of a deal like that.
Yeah, no question about that. But Seager got his 10-year deal, $32.5. So it's still out there. That money they'll still spend stupid money. They will. Now, spend good money, Coors Light. If you want to spend good money, make it with a Coors Light. Listen, we had a golf tournament yesterday, and I can tell you I probably had 5 or 8 or 12. I don't know. Why am I going to put a limit on how many Coors Lights I'm going to drink? I'm not going to do that ever. So don't put a limit on how many you're going to drink. Make it the official beer when you're playing golf or watching football. We're just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. It's the official beer of everything that is John Granado. Make it your official beer as well. Coors Light. Mark Berman reported the Carlos reps have heard from the Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers, Cubs, and Braves. How about that? Which of these teams do you see as the favorite?
I guess it's probably still the Yankees, but we haven't seen them spend money outside of Garrett Cole like that in a while, and they still have to pay Aaron Judge. And, maybe the Red Sox with the Alex Cora connection. I almost wonder if the Braves' interest is Freddie Freeman. People expect him to be back, but they're not sure. I wonder if they're just doing their due diligence just in case Freddie Freeman does take a deal somewhere else. They're talking with Carlos. And it's also good posturing to where, Freddie Freeman's agent, he can't have them over a barrel if they're like, hey, we're talking to Correa, so if you decide to leave, we have a plan B.
Well, I think it's the Red Sox. They lost Mookie Betts. They just lost Eduardo Rodriguez. They don't lose people, and they've got to make a splash. They've got to prove that they're still a very, very good baseball and at the top The Red Sox don't just want to win, don't just want to make the playoffs. They want to win, and they want to win big. And hurting the Astros would certainly help that. With Correa and Bogarts both playing there, I mean, listen, they'd be an awfully tough out with adding Carlos Correa to that lineup. I think the Red Sox, and the way that they spend money, I think they're the favorite.